just finishing my notes here. Okay, welcome back. Come on in. Have a seat. We're going to be listening to some more Ren. Kind of going back to the order I was going in chronologically, working closer to this, to more current stuff. But every once in a while, he's throwing something out there that I stop and I have to go do that. I think it's been 61 reactions that I've had to Ren. I'm going to be reacting to all of his music, so you guys jump on board. You guys were absolutely fantastic with the last one that he put out back on 74, Message in a Bottle. My friend Frosty was here. He co-reactor on that. So that was really exciting. That is by far the leading viewed Ren reaction that I've had. But I think a lot of that has to do with some shadow going on that I've been picking up on, the indicators of that over the last few months or so. So as I don't know, fans of Ren, I guess I'll call you guys. I don't know if you have a name, like Home Free has, Home Fries, and Dan Vask has Vask Nation, so on and so forth. I don't know what Ren has. Well, while you guys are here, your Chords and Notes Nation. I need you guys to do the legwork. The likes, the subscriptions, and the shares are going to force the algorithm to have to put this reaction video out more, this channel out more. And it also gets Ren more exposure, and that's what we want because I feature independent artists on this channel. Well, I wouldn't say exclusively, but I'm trying to find as many of the independent ones as I can and give them a voice. Check out the description box below for Chords and Notes merch, ways to support the channel, and ways to follow me outside of the channel. So this is Ren featuring Molly McKinna. At this point in what I've listened to, I don't think she's sang with him before. I know there was another gal, and I can't remember who it was. But I don't think it was this name. This was from 3 years ago, so let's get started.
Lately, I think I was over time in my chest, beating slower like the cloudy color of them fading.
That's interesting.
Out, fading.
Abstract stuff going on there, eh? Maybe a little bit of Picasso type stuff too.
I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. I longed for reasons, I sung with demons, I sat in a dark, dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate.
That's some interesting lyrics. Dark and disturbing.
I did it to myself. I know that you were faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable? I'm falling far from hell. A suicidal angel has lost my wings and fell. Falling slow and
I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dom-nom, feelings how the leaves high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate fate. But it cut the brakes, now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the way. Weight of the world, don't wait, we make mistakes when it's all a state. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning, to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind. I living a lie with a lion inside. Living a lie with a lion inside of my mind. It's hungry for my sanity, my sanity. I live in a lie with a lion inside. Living a lie with a lion inside of my mind. It's hungry and I don't know why. Pressure drop, deep breath, time stops. Ain't broken, etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots and I'm tying knots that divide and multiply. Square the root of pi, beat the puzzle. I try to keep my mind focused on the line. Pop scotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
That was a very interesting composition, and I liked right at the end where she was singing her melodic line, and he was rapping over it, renning over it. How's that? Renning over it, and I. Okay, so 3 years ago, so he was still in. Where was he? In his timeline of what he was dealing with physically. So you guys, I don't know the timeline, but I have a feeling that, so here she left, but she said it's nothing that he did, that was, she needed to do it for her own health. What song was that? There's a song that I reacted to of his, where it was like he was naked in the room, and I don't know if she was or not, and she left him. I think this is a continuation of that. Boy, it's been so long. It's been so many, too. But here he's trying to deal with the pain, and he was actually digging into him, cutting into his body to try and feel that pain again, try to reproduce it, reproduce the emotional pain in a physical way, and he just couldn't. I mean, if he really did that, man, he was in a dark place, absolutely. And that's not something that you want to go down. That's not a road you want to go down. That certainly isn't. But, heartbreak and love, loss it's terrible, especially when it's something meaningful that you... It's painful. It is really absolutely painful. I know that feeling, but there's more going on here than just that. But this was an interesting composition. The way she was singing in contrast with the way he was singing. And hers was more kind of like an angelic, peaceful, slowly drawn out kind of vocal line, where his was more of an aggressive... it wasn't angry, but it was very pointed. This was a very interesting composition. I like this one. This is one of those where you got to go back and you got to listen to it many times and just sort of digest. And that's one of the things that Ren always does, is he puts a meal together, but it's not something that you can just easily identify. You have to be able to get through it and taste all the different flavors that he puts into this creation to really get the full meaning of what he's getting at here. So very cool indeed. Well, hey, thank you guys. Like I said, check your subscription feed. I will be reacting to all of his music. I may go back to my regular Monday through Friday at noon my time, or I may just, I needed a break from that. I needed to be able to have a little more fluidity and release a little bit of time on the weekends, because that's really when I do most of my recording. But I'm making time during the week now to do this as well. So I'm just experimenting with how I do it. But I will be absolutely putting out more. And like I said, there's 61 other ones that I've reacted to. So check out the Ren reaction playlist that I have on my channel, and go get those views up there. Go check it out. So God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Thanks for coming by. See ya.